Hello, welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack Duxbury, he's a Maltese Falcon. And before me, I've got the UDO Super 6 Desktop Edition. We just got it out of the box, cheers Falcone. And I played this a few months back. I did a video on there, check the links. If you don't want to hear me talking, skip ahead, but this is mainly my reaction to it. I swear I haven't played it yet, and there'll be another playing only video, but let's get into it, Falks. Right. Very lucky to get my hands on this. Falcon's had it for a few days. How did you feel it went?
Amazing. It's lovely.
You used it on a few tracks?
Yep.
I am used to it because my colleague Nick has a Super 6 with the keyboard. At first glance, I'm missing a few things, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go for patch A1 and we'll try something. Even then, Falcon, I start off, normally I'd be like, oh, monophonic patch. That would be a bit scary, but you can hear it. I thought, oh no, just dig in. And that's excited me because the key bed and the interaction of the aftertouch and the original Super 6 is one of the best bits about it. So I've just got my Nord stage under here and we've just midied it up. Falcon was great and set it up, but this is my first reaction. Anyway, shut up, Jack, play. Patch 2. And you're hearing all the binaural capabilities of the synthesizer. Again, if you want to know more about it, I spent a few hours with one and did as deep as I can get with a synth a few months back, so check that video. I'm actually figured out that I'm in A2, bank A2 when it's blinking. So let's go to bank A, OG and 1 and see what we've got. Cool, let's try that out. You're hearing those lovely envelopes and the delay, beautiful. Crikey, you've got to go somewhere where you can try one. You've got to find friends that have one. And you also have to order one to try it. We were talking about this. I really believe in it. And I understand where some people are thinking that these demos aren't doing it justice to people that own it. And people that are skeptical, they're like, oh, I haven't seen a demo. It's one of those things you just got to experience. I am going to flick it into a manual mode and we'll build a patch. Let's try it. Let's see if I can remember what I learned before. It's a bit clearer here. I've got an init sign. So I think if I go shift and init and then manual again, all the faders should represent a initialized state. Let's check that. So I've got something there. What? Oh, filter. Such a rich waveform, so we should be able to hear that. So that's one oscillator going through the filter, and I've got it going through this envelope here. One thing I want to address, again, the difference between this and the keyboard. At a glance, I might be missing something, but the performance section that was to the left of the keybed on the original, I thought I'd miss it. But in reality, I don't know if people who've already used the keyboard already, but it often, I got lost in it, fine-tuning the aftertouch, fine-tuning thing, which is beautiful, but I'm at the moment enjoying just letting my keyboard do its thing, and it's been a bit more repeatable on those few patches. Very boring. Let's carry on. So we've got a sine wave thing. Let's bring in the other oscillator and see what's going on. Let's make that a pulse. The special thing about this is LFO1, right, Falcon?
Right.
You felt it. You want to get into LFO1, and you start seeing LFO1 here. LFO, LFO1. And you see how much LFO1 you can bring into the other areas of the synth. So LFO1 into VCF, into the filter, into the amp, modulating the oscillators. Now, what is LFO1? It's binaural. So it means that when you're in the super binaural mode down here, Super 6, you've got 6 voices, but they have completely independent stereo paths. And this LFO can LR phase between the left and the right, as I understand it. And so I'll demonstrate it. So let's get a little bit of the rate going here on the LFO, and we'll bring it into the filter and see what happens. Very simple, I know, very unmusical, but we can even see on our screen there the waveform of it moving between the left and the right. I can obviously adjust the waveform. That was on a random waveform. So already stereo information, but there's an integrity to it because of the binaural pathways and it not just being a chorus, you know, or a wobbly effect going left and right. I think that, or pan spread like on the Dave Smith stuff. So let's keep dabbling in amounts of that LFO, but in other parts as well. Now, adding the drive, you've got 2 fixed amounts. Check this out. Love the drive on that, love it. And let's get something. No release, let's put a bit of release. And then the cross mod, check out what will happen here, I think. you can hear I got away with there. It got away from me, but we can bring it back. I can just dial back the LFO, and this is where we'll be. And maybe I can start bringing it back in. I'm not even approaching using the envelope on the filter yet. I think that's the best way to show off how, not the best way, but go check the other video out. I was really, when I had a bit of time with it, did you feel you got to learn it quickly, Falcon?
Yeah, very, very quickly.
Yeah, once you get your head around and seeing where this LFO1 is dished out and how that's creating the sound you hear, and hey, we can flick through all these presets. There's a new update that's come out as well where MIDI functionality has been greatly improved. Awesome player and keyboardist Hazel Mills has done a video on it. Go check her video out on the UDO website. There'll be an audio-only version. I just want to let you know that from a guy familiar with the keyboard version, one thing I'll say is bigger than you think. Maybe there might be an image of me just looking dope holding it, but no, it's well, it's 19 inches. You've got optional rack ears as well. You can rack mount it. I do think that these little feet are rather well engineered and over engineered. It has that same feeling of, I think people will notice when they come in, because I think a lot of people have bought the blue one just because it looks dope, and I agree. This has like that feeling of a vintage bit of gear. Waffling on, let's choose a preset. Do you want to give us a letter, a blinking, non-blinking state, and also a number?
So let's go C, blinking,
Mm-hmm.
and 4.
See, blinking 4. If you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing. If you don't, let us know, and we'll try and learn from it. All right, thank you, guys.